Hi everyone, I'm Brian Alden. I'm joined today by head women's basketball coach Chris Paul. And Chris, coming off a big win over Grace on Tuesday morning, what can you talk about the game, what you saw from the film?
Well, Brian, I mean, obviously it was a little bit different having to play it at 11:30. The good thing about it was it's our normal practice time, so we just kind of felt like we were at practice. But after watching the film, we did a lot of good things. We have a lot of contribution, or we had a lot of contribution from a lot of different people. Shot the ball well, rebounded the ball well. Defensively, we still have a ways to go. Some of our rotations, sometimes people can't see, but some of our rotations are not where they need to be. And we're turning the basketball over too many times. But other than that, it's hard to argue with scoring 90 points and, winning a basketball game. So, sitting here at 500, getting ready to play tomorrow night.
And you talk about tomorrow night, you guys are getting ready to have a big couple of games here. 3 games in 5 days. First up is Evansville here tomorrow night. What can you tell me about the Purple Aces?
Well, I mean, obviously you said that it's like an NBA schedule. You're playing every other day, but Evansville has a lot of talent. Obviously we didn't do things well against them last year, and they beat us at their place. They're coming off a tough loss last night at Ball State. They've got a young lady by the name of Sarah Dickey who's a really, really good scorer, athlete, 5'11" guard, can do a lot of things. They've got size in the middle. They have some speed. So they're going to come in here and give us a good test. The thing that I think we have going for them is they really only want to play 7 people. They really don't want to go past 7. The starting 5 normally plays. They got 4 kids that are averaging 30 or more minutes, so they don't go very deep, and it's kind of what I've been preaching. That's the strength of our team, is we're pretty deep. So, at the end of tomorrow night, if we're successful, it's because we've used our depth and we've run up and down the floor and maybe wear them out a little bit.
And then we go on the road to South Carolina first, USC Upstate, and then Coastal Carolina. I know we kind of talked before, not a whole lot on them yet, but what can you tell me about what you know about those 2 teams?
Well, I mean, whenever you get in a bus and, we're going to play tomorrow night at 7, then we're going to leave Saturday morning at 7 and drive 9 hours. Whenever you drive 9 hours, it's going to be difficult on the body. Upstate's a relatively new Division I program that has some pieces, but they're trying to feel their way through it. Coastal Carolina is a little more established, but I think the advantage we have going there is Coastal Carolina right now is 3-0. They play 3 games at home, but they've started the year with 3 non-D1s. So they really haven't been tested yet. So, Brian, we've talked. I'm really focused on the Evansville game tomorrow night, and then we'll go out on the road. I think one of the things that's important with this basketball team is the fact that we went to Illinois and competed and almost won. So now our kids, kind of have that in the back of our mind. We know what we have to do on the road. We can win on the road. We can compete on the road. But it really starts tomorrow night with Evansville.
All right. What do you think the key is for the Mastodons this weekend in getting 3 wins?
Well, we always have to shoot the basketball, well to win. We have to continue to get contribution from our bench. And we have to continue to out-rebound teams. We've played 2 games this year. We've out-rebounded them both. Both those games, we've scored more points off the bench than our opponent. So I truly believe that good teams, have an average bench. Great teams, when you go to your bench, the level of play goes up. And right now, I believe that we have that. So if we get solid bench play and continue to get on the glass, and take care of the basketball. We've talked about that. If we do those 3 things, then I think we're going to be okay.
All right, Coach. Make sure you look to gomastodons.com for all the information on this coming games. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.